All right, exam season. That time of year, right? The pressure is definitely on. And everyone, I mean everyone, tells you this is the most important thing in the world. But what if we looked at it a totally different way? Today, we're going to talk about how to face your exams, not with that all too familiar fear, but with a real sense of calm confidence. Let's dive in.
So, first things first, let's just reframe this whole challenge. This isn't about being scared, it's about shifting your mindset, Getting into a place of strength and empowerment before you even crack open a textbook.
And this is the absolute core message. Before any exam, before any grade, there's you. Just remember that. Seriously, these tests are just one little part of your journey. They are not the be-all and end-all.
You know how we do it. We build up exams to be this terrifying monster hiding under the bed. But what if? What if you saw it as a game instead? Yeah, a game. One you've actually practiced for, where you already know the rules and you've been training your skills. It's simply time to play.
And in this game, the goal isn't perfection. Come on, that's an impossible standard that just piles on the stress. The real way to win is to be brave. Just walk in there, face the challenge, and give it your best, most courageous effort. That right there, that's a victory in itself. So with that new mindset locked in, let's get practical. Let's see how this builds into a real strategy. Think of these next points as your golden rules, the kind of wisdom you need to arm yourself with before the game even begins.
Okay, here are some simple choices that make a huge difference. See the pattern? The do's are all about steady, calm preparation, like actually reading the textbook carefully. The don'ts are about avoiding that last-minute panic. So no cramming hard new topics, and definitely no looking around to see what other people are doing. The key takeaway here? Just stay in your own lane.
So here are 4 super actionable steps for those days leading up to the exam. 1. Make a simple plan. Don't try to study everything at once. 2. Make a conscious decision not to be afraid. It's just a test of what you've already learned. 3. If you're stuck, ask for help. There's no shame in that. And finally, number 4, practice writing for the full time at home. This builds more than just knowledge. It builds confidence and stamina.
All right, you've prepared, you've got the right mindset. Now we're moving inside the exam hall. This is it. This is where your game plan truly comes to life.
And here are 5 simple rules for when you're in there. 1. Start each new section on a fresh page. It just looks cleaner. 2. Write clearly. It doesn't have to be beautiful, just make sure it's readable. 3. Use points. It makes your answers so much easier to scan and grade. 4. Double-check that you've written the right question number. And most importantly, keep an eye on that clock and manage your time.
Okay, now this is probably the most vital piece of advice for when you're actually in the moment. You're going to hit a tough question. It happens to literally everyone. The winning move is not to get stuck. Panicking over one hard question just burns up all the mental energy you need for the easier ones. So acknowledge it, take a deep breath, leave some space, and just move on. You can always circle back later if there's time.
So, you've written your final answer. The clock is ticking down. It feels like you're done, doesn't it? Well, not quite. This last phase is actually super critical for grabbing every possible point you can.
I see it all the time. Students finish early and they're practically sprinting for the door. But those last few minutes, they're a golden opportunity. So what should you be doing instead of rushing out?
Here it is, a simple 3-point final check. First, reread your whole paper from start to finish. You'll be surprised what you catch. Second, check for those tiny mistakes, a little error in math, a small spelling mistake, that are so easy to miss when you're writing fast. And finally, use a ruler or a scale to draw neat lines after each answer. It makes your paper look organized, and it shows you care. Trust me, these little details matter.
And that brings us to the end. We've reframed the whole challenge, we've built a solid strategy, and we've planned our execution. And now it all comes back to that very first, most important idea.
This is the final takeaway. All the preparation is done. Go into that hall with confidence, maybe even with a smile. The goal now is simple. Just give it your best shot. Play your game with all the skill and courage you've got. You've totally got this.